right, Andy, what you got there?
I got a brand new Simbolo X wheel for the Rolls Royce.
Ooh, for the Rolls Royce, huh?
Yes, sir.
Let's check these out. Comment section, what do you think of these? I like them. I think they'll do pretty good on the Rolls.
Yeah, Houston really likes them too. I'm a little up in the air on it myself. It's, I think I'd prefer a solid color wheel as opposed to the two-tone like that, but I don't know.
I think they'll do the job. Mainly because the car is black. I mean, we already do have one wheel on, so this is how it would sit and look. Essentially, I think it kind of complements it.
It certainly can. You know, the chrome center cap is actually the original stock one. It was made, the wheel was made specifically so that would fit in there, and it complements the other parts of the car, like the trim around the windows, the door handles, that kind of thing. As for the actual design, that's pretty much up to you.
Very cool, very cool. So I think we should do a kind of a how-to on to change your tires, because not a lot of people really know how to do that.
We could, yeah. I can't really do that here and talk at the same time because the tire machine's pretty loud, and the air compressor behind Mario gets really loud when that thing turns on.
So how about you give them a full step-by-step breakdown on how the process works.
Okay.
And then we'll cut to some B-roll of you actually doing that. That way they see how it's done.
Okay.
And then we'll go from there.
Sounds like a plan.
Perfect. So, step one.
Step one is removing the hubcap on this Rolls Royce, which is actually kind of interesting because there is nothing there's no screws or anything attached to it. So we've got this fancy suction cup that we just stick right onto the center of the hubcap, and then you can use anything you want to give it a good tug and pull it off. It's got a little snap ring in there that just pressure fits basically inside to the center.
So this basically goes in there, and as the wheel spins, it'll stay center. That way the R and R are always in center motion, right?
Correct, yeah. You can see as I turn the outer rim, the Rolls-Royce emblem stays in one spot.
Exactly. Pretty cool feature.
Very cool.
Good job, Rolls-Royce.
So after pulling that thing off, you got your standard 5 lug nuts that you remove in a normal fashion. There's nothing special about that. The next process, I guess, would be back to the tire machine, where we remove the air from the tire to relieve the pressure inside, and then start removing the wheel, or the tire, I guess, from the wheel.
After you have the old tire off of the wheel, then what?
Well, when the tire comes off the wheel, we have access to the tire pressure monitoring system. For those of you who don't know what that is, on newer cars we'll have usually an emblem or a light on the dashboard that says TPMS, and it's simply a system that verifies that you have the correct tire pressure, and that is for a variety of reasons. Safety, number one, and number two, better gas mileage. If you have the correct tire pressure, you're not going to waste extra fuel.
And we don't want to waste extra fuel here.
No.
No, we do not.
Cars do that on their own.
Perfect. Then?
Well, the new the tire pressure monitor that we take out of the car, in this particular case, looks like this. And it will be going into the new wheel before the new tire is put on.
Okay.
So what we're doing with these is I'm going to be taking the old tires off of the old rims, and then we're going to send the old rims out to powder coat, and we're going to turn them nice shiny black. And we'll put those back together once they come back from powder coat, simply so we have an extra set of wheels for the car in case they're damaged.
Gotta have a spare.
Absolutely.
If anything, we should have a pair and a spare.
We have spares for almost every single car that we have. I think the only exception to that is if we have like a one-off vehicle like our Vanderhaul, we don't have spare wheels for that.
Okay, very cool.
And you can see out here we have a Ventador.
We have a lot of wheels and we have a lot of tires. And these are all new, by the way, not used. So.
Yeah, some of the tires like that one there, that's a brand new tire. Just rolling it across the shop floor a couple of times, it picked up all that dirt because of how sticky those things are. It's absolutely amazing the amount of dirt they can pick up, and that's one of the problems we have with the new tires too, is they're so sticky. If you have a couple guys come out of the parking lot together, the guy in the lead will pick up tires on his tires and just spit them out all over the car behind him. And we've had to do quite a bit of damage control on that.
That's very true. Very, very
Which
true.
is one of the reasons we clear brought all of the cars.
All right, so Robson, while Andy is working on the Rolls-Royce wheels, why don't you tell us what you have going on right here with this beautiful Ferrari 355 coupe?
Yes, so we just finished putting in a full exhaust system on it. Headers, Y-pipe, cats, and the muffler system as well. Took about 5 or 6 hours. That was me doing it though. Somebody else probably would have done it a lot faster. I've kind of been picking up around
Why don't you just clarify why you're working on cars? Because obviously,
why am I working on cars? Right.
You know, you just did all the Gallardo panels
Yep.
the other day, so.
So we pulled off the Gallardo panels. That was kind of my first project. But lately, you know, Houston has wanted me to kind of learn more about this so I can be more versatile. You know, I have background. I've always been a car guy, worked on my own cars a little bit, minor stuff. But Houston's kind of wanted me to dive right into it. He'll kind of just tell me to do stuff and I'll figure it out. And with his and Andy's help, you know, learning, working on it. But yes.
And that's how you really beat the learning curve, is just getting thrown in there and just
dive in there.
hands-on, and you know, you learn from your mistakes.
Definitely, definitely.
So we're actually just waiting on a couple of parts, right, to come in.
Yep.
And once those come in, this car will be fully ready to go. We're gonna do a bunch of scenes, driving scenes, exhaust scenes, that way you guys can hear it out. And then actually, it's gonna be for sale,
Gonna be
right?
for sale, yeah.
Yep.
I think that's what Houston wants to do with it. So, you know, we got all that done. It involved pulling out a lot of the air boxes, both air boxes, heat shields, bumper, as well as some under panels and stuff like that.
Okay, so question.
Yes.
First time doing it, difficulty 1 through 10. What would you give it?
Honestly, as far as assembling, reassembling, 5, 4.
So
But
now your next time around, for your second time, what would you rate it then?
I'd say it'd probably be, besides the fitment part of making everything fit in there, getting everything tightened up, avoiding leaks, that's probably, that's the most difficult part. As far as disassembling and reassembling, I think once you do it once, it becomes
Second
2,
nature.
3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's, you know what the bolts are, you're not, you know, you don't have a socket and you're like, okay, I think this one fits. Going back, you know, it probably cuts your time almost in half. So.
Very good point. Very good point.
Yeah.